Hi, Miss Vanessa.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Definitely want to thank you for taking the time out to, tell your story and give your testimony. We put in a lot of work and, we wear our heart on our sleeves and we care about, everyone that we come in contact with. So, we always want to know what's going on. And unfortunately, we don't get to hear. So when we do, get blessed with the opportunity to talk to one of our patients and hear a story, we want to hear everything. So if you could please just tell us your story from the beginning, when you first got diagnosed, how you first met B, and then your experience with the oil and everything like that, so we could hopefully help others, in this near future.
Not only my cancer journey, but my, journey of coming to Yale, becoming a physician, and then getting sick and everything that I've learned over the course of that process. So I'm writing about that. The cancer was pretty much gone by March, but I needed to finish the rest of the chemo. So I did three more months when I know I didn't have it anymore.
But you did that kind of as like as an insurance kind of thing, just in case, because, at the end of the day, we don't know exactly what made the biggest contribution and in what way, kind of like Stephanie's story. Stephanie's, one of our stage 4 breast cancer survivors. And, and she did several rounds of chemo and she consumed 18 grams of oil in the span of 7 months. And then that's when she became cancer free. So, you were kind of on the same type of path as her as far as using a combination of both.
Right. Absolutely. Combination of a lot of things. Hi.
Hi. I made it.
You made it.
Faces to the names.
You guys known each other for how long? Have never seen each other?
Yeah. So when did we first connect? Was that last year?
It was. I met I met her in December of last year at the World Congress Anti-Aging Conference in Las Vegas. So it has been almost a year ago.
The things that I've been doing not only have been healing me from the cancer, but taking my health to a higher level. And so I'm super appreciative of everything you guys done. I'm still taking the oil, been doing that every day. And I definitely believe it's contributed a lot to my present health. So just want to kind of dialogue and see what we can figure out together.
So in this past year, what other treatments were you doing besides the oil?
Oh, I mean, a lot of things. I have been actually doing experiments and what I call research. And for the past maybe 2 years, I've been doing research on myself. And so I knew I had a recurrence 2017, and they wanted me to go on chemo then. I went 2 years before I actually was forced to do it. And so I've done a lot of things over that time and kept track of my cancer markers each month. And so each month I would do something different or do it at a different level and then recheck it. And so I kind of know, or at least I feel that I know what things were having an effect and what things weren't. I was surprised to see that I could have an effect. And it was cool to see that, yeah, I could actually I do have power with this thing, because I think the main thing people feel is powerless, in the face of this. And then people just have this overwhelming fear, which makes you just do whatever the doctors are saying. And
yes, indeed.
Get your hands on. And you're not thinking rationally anymore,
Right.
I had to immediately put the fear aside. And it's like, this is an opponent of mine, and emotions is not gonna help me win this fight. I have to be the opposite of fear. I have to be so I have to feel so powerful. I have to feel like I can win this. I got this. We underestimate the power of our minds. And when I told my body, you know, get in line, this is what we're doing, as opposed to the fear tells my body I'm dying. You know, I can tell my body without actually saying that by what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm focused on. And if I feel like I'm dying, then that's what it's going to do. When I went to Yale, I majored in psychobiology, to understand. They just started talking about the connection between the mind and the body. And so that was my major in college. So
Wow.
It's been a long time coming where I've studied it, believed in it, and never actually was able to pull it all together into something that I'm doing. So I'm so happy about that.
Not that beating cancer isn't phenomenal.
Enough, right?
Although we see it happen every day, though, it's pretty surprising with the right attitude, the right diet, and the right love, and the right medication, the right direction. I believe everybody can beat cancer if you get to it quick enough. Really, what it's all about: preventative maintenance health.
We just want to thank you for your time, and this is part one of many. You know, we'll definitely want to do another one with you when you finish your book.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll speak together one day in person.
In person, yes.
So stage 3 ovarian cancer, is that correct?
The ovarian cancer, yeah. I had stage 4. Yeah, I was diagnosed stage 3, the end of stage 3, and then I went into stage 4. And now what I say is I'm stage 5, more alive.
Yeah.
So
she's lit. You're on fire. I love it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you just one little question. So when you first started taking the oil, how long into it did you realize that, hey, I think this is really having an effect on me? Like, how long did it take for you to notice that, you think?
I'm not sure when I started. I'm not positive when I started, because I started and I had some bumps. And so I stopped for a little bit. And then I called you and I was like,
I remember.
Spirit, because I had put it aside. And I probably was taking too much. I was probably doing it the wrong way. I was doing the most. And I was like, okay, I can't do this right now. And then it just kept nagging me. And when I called you, it probably was around January, February.
Yeah, months went by, and I remember talking to Peter, and I'm just like, I haven't heard from Vanessa. I prayed for her. I hope she's okay. And then you turn back up. And I kept telling Peter, I certainly hope she's still taking the oil. We wanted this. We wanted to see you healthy. You had to come to this place where you really wanted it, and you were going to treat it as if you really wanted it.
Exactly. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this. I just need to touch base with you. What am I supposed to be doing with this? And so finally, because I was putting it in, I had gotten these clear little pill things to put it in. I had gotten suppositories. I was doing different things, and it wasn't working. And the bread is what. And when I got that, you may have said that the first time, but I didn't catch all of it. And then the next time I talked to you, I was like, razor list. And so now I put a little rice piece inside a piece of bread, and I'm doing that every day. And I guess I could say, not even a month or two later, I started feeling like where my plane was coming in like a crash landing, I still wasn't giving up. I still was hopeful, because I know until they actually crashed, I still got hope. And so January, the cancer blocked my kidney. I'm talking stage 4, okay? It blocked my kidney. I had a tube coming out the side to a bag where the urine was draining. And I still was like, okay, I got a bag hanging off the side of me because the cancer is blocking my kidney, but I'm still going. I'm still
That's
going.
right.
Not slowing me down at all. And that's when I got serious about everything I had to do when the bag was hanging off of me. And so maybe a month or two after, I started feeling like, okay, everything that I'm doing is finally coming together. And then I think it was April where I had a CAT scan and they said we don't see anything anymore. Everything was shrinking, everything was going, everything, and they took the bag off of me, and my kidney's working now, but it was a close call.